What's up? I'm coming live on this recording to express myself about some of the trigger Europeans that like to propose their absolute insults to the people of color, the darker skinned people of color from the motherland. Ancestry forced over here against their will, raped, manipulated, destroyed, agitated, miscommunicated, misinformed, diabolically predatorized upon our Nubian race from the motherland, not the other land. You have a lot of these mulattoes who come on acting like they so righteous. They praise being criminals. They praise having felonies. They praise being hypocrites. They praise being thoughts. They praise being drug dealers. They praise being absent parents. They praise anything that's derogatory, and then they claim it's a part of our race of people of dark skin, which is a lie. I listen to these Nubian people who have a few drops of blood of our race in them and see how they try to tell you we're the new people of color by far. I've never really paid much attention to them in the past because I didn't have to. But just like the homosexuality thrown in my face and forced me to look at them and see them dance, it's the way the mulattoes are with their nonsense. It's an insult. And anybody who have any good sense see this. I'm not interested in a person making a choice to choose another race to be with. That's his or her business, not the problem. What do y'all call it? Swirling. Okay, swirl all you want. That's your toilet that you have to sit on and defecate out of, not mine. I'm not interested in the LGBTQRSTUVWXYZ and what they do just because they're who they are. If they don't want to be a part of a heterosexual society, then go and cast your rocks somewhere else and do whatever you want. But don't force me to participate in your nonsense. Don't force me to accept your belief system when your belief system is not what I want. I don't want to be sodomized. I don't want something stuck up my butt just because you feel you need to do that to yourself. I don't want my children attacked or molested just because you're perverted enough to do it. I don't care about this society. I don't agree with it. I don't accept it. I'm definitely not going to allow my children, as long as I have breath in my lungs to breathe, to be a part of this. I believe in a higher level. I believe in a supreme, cultivated level of existence. And I know for a fact one day it will be revealed what is right and what is wrong. I do not follow, support, or respect matriarch. Put that out there right now. So don't bring it to me. I don't respect the mindset of 90% of the females in America and maybe 80% of the females worldwide. You've always been weak in the mind and in the body. You can't beat your way out of a paper bag, but you talk the most shit on the planet. And nobody seems to respect or acknowledge what I'm saying. If you so badass and you got so much going on, do everything yourself without any male help, without any male strength, and see how far you get with that shit. It ain't about bashing women. It's about telling the truth about facts. Okay? In fake world, A blonde, blue-eyed, pale-skinned, stringly hair female can fly, and she has superpowers. In fake, unreal world, every person who's of color is mixed with Caucasian and worships the Caucasian and gays with the Caucasian, and there is no darker skinned race of color that represents any power margin whatsoever in our society. And we all must be homosexuals in the fake society fantasy that you're trying to perpetuate among our people. These are the things that gets me upset. This is the attack on me as a man of color, a heterosexual, patriotic man of color, in a society where bestiality, pedophilia, and all this nasty shit is allowed, and the people who follow it. I curse all y'all because I hope all y'all fall down and die and turn into zombies and then disintegrate within the sun gravitational pull. There is no way I'm going to sit here and accept someone trying to destroy who I am and what I'm about just because you don't believe and I have to submit to your perversions. Every other movie, sci-fi that comes on, they have a mulatto having sex with a same sex and promoting the identity that Europeans are superior and we must bow and submit to their culture. That's the biggest bullshit propaganda I've ever seen. Every movie I see, a dark-skinned man is sodomized and basically got his nuts cut off because he's not allowed to be a man anymore. And nothing is said, nothing is done, and that's the way it is. This is the hypocritical BS that I see in this generation. And I continuously see how no one supports me as a heterosexual man that believes in the fact, not the fiction, that the reality we live in. You got some female over in Kenya that's president, then basically cut off all the balls of all the men, and now they walk around with the homosexuality and all the perverted shit over there. And so that's their utopia. See how long that country lasts. You got other countries over there who's caught up in that shit. And I'm watching and I'm learning how men of color are dealing with that. The biggest problem with men of color in this day and age is they're being led by the matriarch. And the matriarch is pessimistic toward perversion. So when things happen and messes their life and culture up, then they want to whine about it. I've always seen females of color with a mindset of a 9-year-old or younger. I've always seen females of color practicing derogatory mindsets of an 8-year-old. They continue to do things that's dangerous for their health, messes up society, put themselves in danger, and then they complain about it and whine like children. There's nobody to blame but them. That's why I have no more soft spots for the female slavery that's going on, because they put themselves in it. They want material things. They prostitute themselves out, and then when they get caught up, then they want to be victims. These are the things that's wrong. These are the things that's sick. And the fact that so many people are agreeing with this and accepting it only shows how perverted your mind is. Now, this video may not be liked, loved, or even acknowledged, but I'm putting it out there so in history, you know where I stand. Heterosexual, man of color power all the way.